Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. And today I'm going to warn you. I just take some medication, and sometime I will speak as Andrew Tate because I have today a double personality, and I found in my drawer 33 toys. They are the most expensive cars in the world. I like to ride them, and today in jail, the one who owned those toys, somebody is riding him. So, life is funny. Life is like zucchini sometime, or a cucumber. Sometimes it's in your mouth, sometimes it's in your. So, let us hope that what happened to Andrew Tate is not going to happen to you, and no zucchini will happen to you. All right? This guy, he thought the zucchini always will be in his mouth, but now the zucchini is in his bum. And he think he can ride everybody, but now everybody is riding him. And he speak about the matrix, but now he is the matrix. I mean, especially the room is dark and there is no decoration and no lighting. And there's no remote control and there is no air condition. And the jail in Romania, oh boy, you can imagine the jail in Romania. Anyone took a train in Romania before? I took a train in Romania. Actually, there's one thing I wanted to do. I wish I bought before I go in the train. Is to buy eggs. I'm planning to mix together to make a cake. I mean, it's a perfect train to mix all eggs, not to mention your own eggs if you have any. So today we welcome all Muhammadan. See, we have Muhammadan here already. It's a new year's coming soon. And it is a new year of the Lord, the Messiah, our Lord and our Savior. And those who don't follow and obey the Lord, they will pay heavily. If not in earth, later in hell. But mostly you will pay even here. I will open my Skype if there's any people would like to join us. And I prefer if nobody to join us. I'm very welcoming person, by the way. Like, if you are a person like to come to visit me in my house, and because I'm very generous, I will say to you, they like to sleep over in my place or in the hotel, it's more comfortable. I'm telling you. Or I will say to you, do you like to eat with me in my house or in the hotel because there is no poison? So feel free to join me, and don't worry about neither the hotel, neither the poison, because the Prophet of Allah, he said you can eat 7 ajwa and you will be safe and secure. And I'm sure all Muslims, they have ajwa at home. So all what take you, just eat ajwa before you call me, and you will be fine. In fact, you saw me in the other day playing or placing my spell on a Muslim. Seriously, I did. I don't think the guy, he cannot have anything with his wife now. I told him, shoo, chakaru, chaka, he think I was joking, but no. All right, we have somebody is calling. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Oh, thank you. Just a couple of minutes ago, you said that Jesus is good.
I said Jesus is good?
Yes, but if you believe that... Wait a minute. If you believe that Jesus is God, so you must be also the same God in the Old Testament.
Okay.
And the God in the Old Testament is a violent, scary God. So how can you believe in a scary, violent God who murders people?
Okay.
Who sent angels to rape women?
Okay. When you say in the, are you watching my screen?
No, I'm asking a question.
Yeah, because for me, you know me, I'm not.
So give me the
I'm
answer.
not
Why
Abdul,
is your God?
my friend? I'm not Abdul. I give reference to prove my point because talk is cheap. Do we agree?
What kind of reference?
Doesn't matter, reference. Don't you want reference? So you said something. I have to answer you. And a real scholar is not the one who make an answer by making a speech. Speech talk is cheap. You mentioned Old Testament, so you mentioned a book name, correct? Okay. So your question include a book name. So let me answer from the book name you mentioned. Do your prophet witness that the book of the one who is a scary violence God, he accept and he believe in it?
I'm asking you a question. Why your
Okay,
God
my friend, I'm asking you,
is a
did your
violent,
prophet,
scary God?
he agree?
Give me an answer.
I'm giving you an answer
Why you?
because if he's
No,
a
you
scary,
didn't give me an
hold
answer.
on,
That's the way.
my friend,
That's the way how
hold
you
on, because if
debate.
I give you an answer from
You
my
don't
book,
answer
if I
questions.
give you an answer from my book, you don't accept my book anyway, so I get you busted from your book. So did your prophet,
It's not.
did your prophet put his
No,
hand
no, no,
over the
no.
Torah and he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee? Yes or no?
I'm asking you a question.
I'm answering you
Okay,
too.
why is
Did
your
your prophet,
God?
because
No,
as long
no,
you are
that's not an
saying,
answer.
as
That's
long
not an
you are
answer.
saying it is a
That's not an
scary
answer.
God,
Okay, another question.
why your God Muhammad, he agree
My
with it and
God
he
is not
like it?
Muhammad.
Well, he is your
My
God. I
God
mean,
is
you
not
don't believe
Muhammad.
in Allah.
Hey,
Okay,
listen.
hold on. My friend.
Why your God
Okay,
sent
here we go.
angels to rape women?
This is your prophet.
You call that
This
a
is
God?
this
He sent angels to rape women on earth.
that's false.
What kind of God is that?
That's false. You are a liar, and
What kind?
if
What kind of
you are
angels?
trying to insult, people will laugh at you.
Okay,
Okay. So now
okay.
we will go and read
It's.
the
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on,
It's not a
hold on.
lie.
One by
It's
one,
in the Bible.
one by one.
The
Okay.
sons of God.
Hold on.
Because your God has a lot of sons,
Okay, no problem.
not only one.
Okay, no problem. So let us go one by one. Do you agree with your prophet that my book is good, or you are against him?
I'm not today here to call you about my prophet
No, you
because
are. You are a Muslim.
many times,
Aren't you a
many
Muslim?
times,
Aren't you a
many
Muslim?
times,
Aren't you a Muslim or not?
many.
Aren't you a Muslim?
Alhamdulillah,
Are you
many
a, okay?
times,
So why I want to
Alhamdulillah.
waste my time?
Let me
If you're a
talk. Let
prophet,
me.
he
This is the.
says, if you're a prophet, he said, I believe in you and the
This
one
is
who
what I
sent
mean.
you.
This is what I mean. Okay, it's something else. Something else.
No, not something else. Don't change the topic.
Why
Like,
you
don't be
don't?
a coward.
Why?
Don't
Wait a
change
minute.
the
It's the
topic.
same.
Don't change the topic.
It's the same.
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic,
It's
please.
the same.
Be a
It's the
man and
same. Listen.
don't change the topic. Be a
No.
man.
This is the
Okay.
way. This
No,
is the
you
way
see,
how you
you
debate.
just condemn your prophet because
This is the way
as
how
long
you
you are
debate. You
saying,
don't answer
we can
questions.
talk at the same time.
You don't answer
As long you
questions,
are
and
saying
you are
that my
scared
God, hold
to
on.
go debate on
As
another
long
platform because
you
you know
said
they
that
will
my
tell
God,
you the
do you want to
truth
hang up on you? We
and
can
they
talk at the
will
same time.
expose you as a liar.
Let's see who's a
Okay?
liar. Okay, by saying to me I'm
You
a
are a
liar, that's
liar.
mean your prophet is a liar. Here we go. This is your prophet saying, I
You know
believe in
why?
you.
You know why you are a liar?
Do,
Because you don't
do
remember me.
you
You
see?
told me you put a black magic on me,
Yeah,
but I'm still
you are
here.
the stupid one who you called me yesterday and you said your prophet is weird. You forgot?
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's you.
you who say that. I never say
No,
that.
it's
And
recorded.
listen,
The video is there.
listen. I don't
You
care. I
are
don't
the one who
care.
said
I
that
don't
the
care.
wife of the prophet,
I
she noticed
know.
that her
I
husband
don't
is
care.
weird. So listen. I
So
have a
no.
reference
You
in
have to
front of
listen to
you.
me today.
You are the stupid one
You have
yesterday
to
who
listen
said
to
to me,
me.
I accept Sahih al-Bukhari only. And I told you this is
This
da'if. And the
guy.
stupid you, he thought
Hey,
really that this is da'if. And you said to me, I
hey.
accept only
You
al-Bukhari. And then I
man.
showed you
This is the
al-Bukhari
way
and I
how
got
you
you busted.
debate. This is the way how you debate. You don't
You
answer
are the one changing
questions
topic. Here we
and you
go.
don't
I'm asking
listen.
you. As long my
It's the
book,
same topic.
listen, my
It's the
book,
same. I
why
just
you want to
ask you,
change
why
the
is your
question? Why you
God
want to change the
violent?
question? Why you want to change the question?
He's a
Let us
scary,
focus in the question you
violent
asked.
God.
Be a
He
man.
killed thousands of
Be
people.
a man. Be
He
a man.
sent angels to
Oh,
rape women.
okay, hold on,
What the
hold on.
hell is
Okay,
that kind of God? And
hold
then
on.
you say Jesus is
Hold on,
good.
hold on, hold on.
How
Hold
can
on,
Jesus be
hold on,
good
hold on, hold on,
if
hold on. My
if
friend.
he's a violent, scary
All
God?
your claim is false. There's not a single verse in the Bible about rape. Not a single verse.
The sons of God rape
Yeah,
came down to women
those are bad people. Those
they
are
found them
listen,
beautiful and
okay.
they take them as
Give me the
wives. What
verse.
kind
I will
of
put it in the screen. At the same time, we will read what your prophet said about it.
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not know. No. You
It has
see,
something to
don't
do.
waste my
It has
time.
listen
Give me the verse so we can laugh at you. You are a liar like your
you
prophet.
know what I mean. It's about
No,
the
I do
book of
not know
Enoch.
what
You
do
know
you
what I
mean. Give me
mean.
the verse. When I say something to
You
you,
know what I
I
mean.
give you the verse. I give you the verse. I
You
give you the
know what I
reference.
mean
I read
because
it for don't.
okay, I can look it up for you. Okay, no problem. Give me the
Okay,
verse. Okay,
all right.
that's not a problem. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, God of sons of God. It's very easy, man. Sons of God rape woman.
We search Google. You don't know what he's
Yeah, why
talking about.
not?
Okay.
Why did God let the Nephilim rape human
Okay.
woman? Okay, tell me why. And that is Jesus, eh? Your God is Jesus. So
My
why
friend, give me
Jesus
the verse so
let
we can laugh
Nephilim
at you,
rape the
and
woman?
we will make you ashamed of yourself.
You are a same. You know why? Because you are
You
scared to
are
debate on another
listen,
platform.
listen.
You only
You are a
debate on your
fraud. Give
own
me the
platform
verse. Give
because
me
you
the
know
verse. Give me the
if
verse.
you heard the truth,
Stop. Give me the
you
verse.
will mute them.
Give me the verse.
You will mute them. Just give me the verse. I just read. Where is it? Your Bible is just like Harry Potter, you know. So
This is why your prophet,
almost.
he says, I believe in thee.
Okay. Children of God, cult, rapist, jailed for. It's your Bible is full of scary
Stop
things,
being
man. I
stupid.
really.
Give me the verse so we can laugh
You
at you.
can command a rape victim to marry.
Just go, son of Muta. I have no time for stupidity. There is no such a verse. You are a scumbag like your prophet. You don't even know what you are quoting. Potato. Potato, tomato. This is your stupid prophet. He said, give me the Torah. I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So if my book teaching rape as you claim, which is false, then your prophet is a donkey. For he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. And the reason you don't want to continue with the question, because I will get you busted. And then you said to me, why you do this, why you do this? I'm asking you about your book, not about my prophet. So you don't want what your prophet says about the book, because what your prophet says about the book is an embarrassment to you. So you wash your hands from your prophet because your prophet give you a finger, like Andrew Tete. Liars. Liars. You know, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, if the army of the Jews, they took capture the enemy, they don't and they are not allowed to sleep with the women unless they marry them. And not only that, even if a person he decide to marry a woman from those women, she will shave her head for the first 6 months. So the man, he will not have any desire for her. She will look bad. She will not look attractive as a woman. And that will give the women time to heal from what happened, from the war. This is the Bible, you son of Muta. Your prophet, he took SOFYA. He raped her not even 50 meters away from her father's body, dead body. And I can show the reference. So you are a liar, a fraud like your prophet. You scream, you shout, you don't want me to talk. And we ask you for the verse, you don't even know what are you talking about. And you start searching in Google. This is his prophet. He came to the Jews. He told them, bring me the Torah. They brought him the Torah, the whole Torah. He took the cushion from underneath of him. Read with me. Then he withdrew the cushion from beneath him and placed the Torah on it, saying, I believe in thee and him who revealed thee. And then he said, you know, you can read the rest. I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. He's taken oath in the whole book. We can provide tons of reference. Actually, even SOFYA, by the way, the first one who have her is not Muhammad. Muhammad, he exchanged her for 4 slaves. 4 women slaves. They are exchanging toys. Let me show you some reference. And this is not limited to this story. I mean, we have tons of reference. Here, Bukhari, And the stupid guy did not notice that all the hadith I showed him in the screen, they were Sahih al-Bukhari. I was playing with you like a cat. You know, you are like a cat for me. Let us see. We'll try to find you. He did not even wait until he arrived to his town. Here we go. Read it. And this is Sahih. When Muhammad, he arrived those people and he killed the people, he took, oh, this is about Jabir, hold on, this is not the one we want. Yeah, this is about him actually being pervert. He's asking him to marry children, but we want the one about Safiya. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, let's search. I have tons of hadith in Arabic, but we are and Muhammad, he have a habit. If there is a woman, he decide only him will if her, he put a hijab on her, so the Muslims will know that this is his. Until now, we could not find the hadith we want in English. Give me a second. Okay. Let us see this one. There's tons of hadith, but we are just trying to find the one located in English. Here we go. Read with me. We arrived to Khaybar, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Are you listening, son of Mut'ah? We arrived at Khaybar, and when Allah helped his apostle to open the fort, they have a little, this is a little town, not fort. The beauty of Safiya bint Huyay, who his husband had been killed while she was a bride. He just killed her husband. Was mentioned to Allah apostle. They said to him, listen, she is beautiful. Don't let Dahya Kalbi have her. He's enjoying effing her right now. Was mentioned to Allah apostle. He selected her to himself. He set out with her. When he reached the place is called Siddu Sabha. And the rest here, they will say to you that he jumped on her and he have sex with her. Let us see different hadith. Read carefully this one. And this is al-Bukhari too. Allah enabled him to conquer the fort of Khaybar. The beauty of Safiya bint Huyay, etc., was mentioned, described to her, and her husband was killed while she was a bride. So Allah Messenger selected her for himself and took her among him with him till he reached the place of etc. And they are saying she have no menses now, you know, because now the women she is married, you know, the Prophet, she have no menses. I mean, the same day she have no menses, okay. And then And here, you know, he did rape her, you know. There's a hadith actually about a man. He was guarding Muhammad, you know, out his tent. In the tent, he did not go to the city yet. And he woke up in the morning, he found Abu Ayyub guarding him. He said, Abu Ayyub, why you are here? He said, Prophet of Allah, I was afraid that this woman, you killed her father, you killed her husband, you killed her people. So he's afraid she will kill him. But obviously the Safiya, she was a chicken. She should kill him. I cannot find the hadith in English here. Let me see a different one. Let us see this one. This is about Safiya crying, putting dust and dirt in her face when she saw her families in the floor. I cannot find this one here in English. Let us then use Arabic hadith, at least, so we can use Google translation, what we can do. All right. This is a Sira al-Halabiyya. Let us see. This is an official Islamic website. This is what the poor Safiya she did when she saw her family being killed and slaughtered. Safiya, she was kidnapped and enslaved. With her, her cousin. And Bilal, he brought them, he walked by them, over the dead Jews. He made them walk over the dead bodies of her families. And when the cousin of Safiya, she saw her families in the floor, she started screaming and she started throwing dirt and mud or sand in her face and her hair. When the Prophet, he said that, he saw her, he says, keep the shaitan away from me. I mean, look how evil. He did not say, have a mercy. He says the women, she just, you know, saw her family getting killed. No, he considered her shaitan. So this is why he did not take her right away. Because they start putting dirt in their head. So Muhammad, he says, keep them away, those shaitan, keep them away. And then he said to Bilal, Bilal, don't you have mercy, man? You make them walk over all those dead bodies. Look how merciful he is. And then he gave Safiya, there's many reports about this hadith. So one report says that the first one who took her is Dahya al-Kalbi, and then Muhammad, he exchanged with Dahya 4 slaves from the Jews, 4 women slaves for sex with Safiya. When he saw her, he saw that she have a green eyes. As it says here. I know here they are talking about, and then it was okay. So they are talking about a dream she saw too. And here it says, Safiya, she said that when she become owned by Muhammad, he was the most person she hate, because he killed my father and my husband and my people. We can use the Google translation. I will give you the link, you can read it all. But you know, we could not find a correct translation. Search for the word dirt, so we can find the word right away. Translation for that line. Here we go. No, not this one. Dirt. It does not show. Okay. What about cousin? I'm trying to find where the Arabic translation, the one we read in Arabic. I mean, it's a drama. Imagine what happened to those people. I know, like when I go in the English, I'm lost with the translation here. I don't know where it is. Let us go back and try to find. Let's go on right away to English. Let us do this. I will go back to the Arabic. All right. Let us search here for the word Satan. No, nothing is appearing. I think there's something wrong with the search. When I search for the word there, it doesn't appear because he said she is Satan. I'm trying to find where we find the word so we can find the sentence. What about screaming? Nothing coming too. 0. All right. I will give you the link. You guys, you find it. You know, I mean, it's there. I don't know which line is going to be in the translation. I will give you the link. What we can do. All right, I just posted the link for you. Your videos are the reason for me to visit YouTube. Okay, my friend John, you are welcome. Good to have you. Let us see if we can find more reference in English. تاريخ مدينة دمشق ابن عساكر, volume number 16, page number 46. Here in Arabic it says, and we will translate, and we will use Google translation, and I will give you the link. So Muhammad, after he killed her family and her tribe, he took her to his tent and he raped her. So when he woke up in the morning, he said he found a guy in front of the tent. His name is Abu Ayyub. He said, Allahu Akbar. And Abu Ayyub, he have a sword in his hand. The Messenger of Allah, he said to him, what's wrong? What's up? He said, oh, she is a slave and she is a new, you know, she became yours now, you know, like a bride for you to F her. And you are the one who killed her father, her brother, her husband. And I did not trust her to be with you alone. So the prophet, he laughed. Do you see the devil? He don't care. And here we go. Let us translate to English. So when he come in the morning after he raped this woman, he saw Abu Ayyub, and he said to him, what's up? Abu Ayyub was holding his sword, and he said, well, you know, where? Okay, so he spent the night in the front of the tent of Allah Messenger at the entrance. And when the prophet he came out, he said to him, when he went out, he found him holding the sword in his hand until the morning. When the messenger came out, he said to him, what's up? You know, the translation is weird here. Abu Ayyub, he said, when he saw the messenger said to him, what's wrong with you, Abu Ayyub? He said, I did not sleep this night, O Messenger of Allah. The Messenger of Allah, and grant him peace, he said, why, Abu Ayyub? He said, when you entered into the women and you mentioned that you killed her father and her brother and her husband and all the population of her clan, so I was afraid that she will assassinate you. Do you see it? And this is the reference in the front of your eyes. Now let me shorten the link, because the link has some you know, like Arabic title, so I cannot share it on YouTube. So I will shorten the link, I will post it for you. So this typically about, you know, the caliphate, they have tens of thousands of sex slaves, and they are talking about rape. This potato. Shorten link. All right, let us shorten the link for you. And this is why they want to let me talk. You know, he's afraid I'm going to use his book to get him busted. Here we go. This is the reference. You can use Google Translation. Be sure when you open it, you use Google browser. All right. And this is why I find it very funny when a Muslim, he tried to talk about, you cannot click. Guys, the link is not working. Copy it, copy the link. Let me try to do it again then, in different website. Maybe it will work in this website better. Give me a second. Again, you know, maybe there is something wrong. But I went to other website to shorten it for you. Here we go. Try it. Just be sure you will need to open it with Google browser, you know. All right. Yeah. You know, the Muslim, they try to give their own meaning to our books. And because they are hypocrite, they don't even accept what their book says about our. They even imagine, even their prophet, what he say about their book, they don't want to hear it. No, you have to use Google if you need to translate the page. Because if you open it, it's going to open in Arabic, correct? So if you don't speak Arabic, you need to translate, and the only way to translate, it's in Google browser. It doesn't translate in different browser. So when we show them what their prophet said about our book, he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So how he said to me that my book is bad and my God is a scary and is a bad God, and then the stupid prophet, he says, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. This is why he don't want me to quote. He don't want me to read it. For this is an embarrassment. For this will destroy all their claims. And as you see here, this is additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud. Why? Because Muhammad do not know, my voice is tired, sorry. Muhammad do not know how to read the Torah. So how he swear by the Torah? According to Muslims, even he do not know Arabic. Yeah, you can call. Today we are taking calls from everybody. Just first of all, my friend, text me. Not just call. Text me first. Okay, I see. This is yesterday. All right. Okay. I want to debate you. All right. But this is from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, isn't it funny that somebody, he swear by a book he cannot even read? Isn't this is even more stupid? Like, what is your opinion of the book? Which like somebody give me a book in Chinese and tell me, do you believe in this book? I say yes. I do not know how to read one line in this book. This is how stupid this man Muhammad is. Okay, this guy, he says you want to call. I try to call him. He's not there. All right. Today, follower of the truth, follow the truth, a Muslim guy. Let us see. For some reason, we are not able to connect. This Abdul, he just texted me. Let's try again. It says 11:13. He texted me. Okay, well, this is 11:13 now. It's not going through. Maybe my internet is bad. I don't know. No, don't worry about Fakira. She cannot go through anyway. Even if she called and she speak, nobody will hear her. I have control of that. They will never be able to speak here. This potato. Okay, this person is not working. His internet is bad. Oh, we have a challenge. We have a guy challenging me. This is new, brother. Brother, this is new. A Muslim guy, he is a challenging me. Let us see, hold on. I just received this video. Naja Media. Let me show you what I received.
What does that mean?
That means you attack me and you take me and you put a chin around my... So this is a sheikh, Indonesian sheikh supposedly. Christian Prince, Ternate, Hyena, Hanaya, Pinter, Nagubul, Ini, Bukatinya. Okay, I think you got what it's trying to say. All right. So this is the video. Is the sound coming, guys, to you? Sorry, my voice is not good today. Let us see.
His self to God. This is a Muslim to us.
Those who submit to Allah supposedly according to you, aren't they Muslims anyway?
Yes.
Okay, so here, do you agree that the Muslims are the best of mankind? Yes or no?
Yes, sure.
Okay, and why you have to bring people with the chains around their neck?
I didn't understand that. What does that mean?
That means you attack me and you take me and you put a chain around my neck as a dog and you take me as a slave.
Maybe that's why it's daif. See, that is why it's daif.
So that's why it's, so now it's daif. So we reject it because it's exposing Islam, right? Because it's daif.
Of course we reject. Of course.
Okay, I have a surprise for you. This is not daif. This is sahih.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sayyidina Muhammad ibn Abdillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah amma ba'du. Sahabat muslimin yang dirahmati oleh Allah, pada kesempatan kali ini saya ingin menjawab tuduhan dan syubhat yang dibawakan oleh Christian Prince barusan. Dia membawa hadis yang diriwayatkan oleh Al-Imam Al-Bukhari dalam kitab Sahihnya. Dalam kitab Sahih Bukhari itu diterangkan. Itu hadisnya mauquf ya. Mauquf itu adalah hadis yang
He said this hadith mawquf. You see, I don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand a word from what he's saying. Look at this potato. Al-Bukhari and the hadith is mawquf. Let us go to the hadith. Suddenly Al-Bukhari, no, he is a sheikh supposedly. I don't know. This guy, they told me he's a sheikh. I don't know. I mean, in Asia, not everybody have a beard, you know. I mean, Zakir Naik, he spent his life putting fertilizer to get that beard. So he said this hadith is mawquf. Is what? Is mawquf. Oh. Al-Bukhari mawquf? Is mawquf? I never heard this joke before. This guy, he learned one Arabic word, and now he come with a solution. It's mawquf. Now the one who sent me the video says that this guy is challenging you. So why you challenge me? Just call me. I mean, do you need this a drama? Let us see. Hold on. Mawquf, huh? Potato? I will make everybody laugh at you. Enter the day of judgment. There is a website. Let us see. .org, maybe. Okay. I forgot the website address. Okay, hold on, let us see. Just to show you how easy to get those people busted. Here we go. This is the website I was looking for. It's called durar.net, at durarsunniya.net, and this is the address. This is very Islamic Sunni website. Okay, you see the address? Take a look. All right. And this is here, the hadith. It says it is the source of this hadith is the Sahih hadith, as-silsila sahiha, page number, volume number 6, page number 880. The grade of the hadith is very good. Is very good. And then he continue here. Hadith Sahih. I will give you the page so you can use Google translation. Let me give you the link. I mean, this potato, this is mawquf, brother. This is mawquf. His mom, she told him it's mawquf. Here we go. The link in front of you. Use Google translation and see if it says it is authentic or not. I will use Google translation again. Here we go. Google translate to English. Mawquf, brother, mawquf. This is mawquf, brother. He found a solution for the story. The chain of transmission is good. Do you see it? The hadith ruling, the chain of transmission is good. And this is in the Sahih hadith. And then he continue here, there. God marvels at people who enter with paradise. Sahih al-Bukhari. The grade narrated by Abu Huraira, narrated of al-Bukhari. Source Sahih al-Bukhari. The verdict Sahih. Do you see it, people? What is the grade? Sahih. Now, those who speak Indonesian, please make edit the video he did and let everybody laugh at him. I mean, aren't you ashamed of yourself, you stupid? Don't you think people will go, and don't you think people will give me the link and they will, people will laugh at you? And let me post for you the link of his video so all of you can laugh and tell him, hey, potato, you just made an embarrassment of yourself. Here we go. This is his link. We just made you famous. Oh, coof. Oh boy. And this guy, he's in the mosque, or he's where? Christian Prince, Tantaya, Hainaya, Pantir, Nigabul, Ini, Lini, Bukatina, Burkina Faso. And he's challenging me. I don't know what he said later. You know, where he challenged me. I don't want to watch the whole thing. This guy is a kid.
Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Hadisnya memang sahih. Nah, yang salah itu pemahamannya. Nah, di hadis itu kan diterangkan bahwa ada tawanan perang yang.
Now the one who sent me the link, shouldn't you translate to me? And shouldn't I know like what he's saying now? You sent me the link of the video. The only word I understand, he said this is mawquf. And we got him busted with it. Just by knowing one word in Arabic. He lied? Well, now we got him, you know, everybody is laughing at him. There we go. We have the reference. We gave you the reference. And this is a Muslim website, you know, and they are even here they explain to you. Do you see them saying this is a fabrication? No. God, glory to him, favored his servant with mercy and given him granted to those who enter the religion of Islam, were sincere with their faith, obeyed their Lord, entering the paradise. And it's strange that some people reject Islam and may enter it out of necessity. But after that, he improves in his Islam and obtains satisfaction, brother, from Allah. And they are quoting the hadith again. Oh boy. It's mawquf, brother. It's mawquf. Anyway, tell this potato, if you are a man, just, you know, come here, give me your Skype, I will call you. Now, did he give his Skype in the video? Give me his Skype. I will call him right away. Zakir Naik has a reason why Allah raised Jesus, not Muhammad. Okay, I don't open links in Skype. All right, let us see. Go and grow some mustache, some beard, you know, so we can, you know, so we can grab the hair in your face each time you make a mistake. I will take one hair. Like Shaitan, he take hair from your anus when you pray. He said CP is smart in telling lies. Is he stupid by saying it's rejected? Isn't it him being stupid by saying it is rejected hadith? Mawquf? We try to call this person, it says is unavailable. Okay. Maybe this is Fakir, I don't know. Do we have any Muslim? They bring them with the chain. They will like Islam, brother. We force them into Islam, yes, but at the end they like it. They love it, brother. Yeah. That's why they came with the chain around. So you could not convince us. And then when we have a chain around our neck, we say, okay, you know what? The only way to take the chain away from our neck is to say Islam is wonderful. That's the whole story. Do we have any Muhammadan? Okay, there's no Muhammadan want to call, and there's no Christians. They learn 2 Arabic words, and then they try to convince the Muslim that they are the one who can answer. You see, in the Muslim website itself, if a hadith is weak, they will say it's weak. Do you see anything here it says? And the name of the book is Sahih al-Bukhari. I never heard anyone saying ever that Sahih al-Bukhari is a rejected hadith. You know? This is the first time I hear it. Well, but when we are stupid, you can say anything you want, you know. You see the hadith? And here even they are saying Sahih. Do you see it? This is their website. And this potato, he said to the Muslim, this is weak hadith. In their website it says Sahih. And this is from not even from al-Bukhari. Do you see it? Yeah, potatoes. What you can say. Okay, this guy, he asked me to call him. When I call him, reject the call. Okay, maybe he don't want to talk. All right. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Who want to take baklava to the jail of Androtati? He have 33 cars, and now he is sleeping in the bench in little tiny jail in Romania. You know, I wish I know the police in that station to take some pictures for us. Why you don't take pictures now? I mean, come on. You post pictures of you driving a fancy car. You take pictures of you, I mean, with those girls. Take a picture of you sleeping in the floor in Romanian jail. Huh? Why you don't do it? That will give you more support from your fan. All of them, they will follow you to the jail now. You know, if you have fans, they follow you everywhere. Don't worry. Be happy. You know, by the way, once I was sent to the military, the police jail. My boss, he said, we have a penalty, we have to practice on you, because I did shoot, you know, at some thieves, but it was out of the duty. It's friend. I mean, I was a police too. So he told me, just go there in the morning, you know, stay there with them for like 15 minutes, you know, and go. And at night, come back, sleep there. TV, and then, you know, I go home. And then at night, you have to stay there, because sometime, like, you know, they send an inspection to see if there is some cheating or... So yeah, I was in jail. Connection. Be careful not to send me anything to my... do you hear me now? Don't send me videos in Skype. I will block you. I don't open any videos, any links. Don't. All right? See, this is why I did not go live today, because I told you the internet is off and on. And here we go, you know. So we have a problem, obviously. Yeah. So, you know, me, myself, I have experience in jail, but it was for a good reason. You know, I mean, I did not do anything wrong. a bunch of thieves, they come to our house. I shot at them and I arrest them all. And then in the investigation, they ask for the gun serial number, and then we discovered that this was a government number, government gun. Then they send a report, you know, to the boss, the boss to the boss, the boss to the boss, and this is against the rules. You know, when you are out of a duty at your home, you don't use this gun. So they gave me a penalty of 16 days in jail, but I did not really stay in jail at all. I mean, it was just fun. And my boss, you know, he was happy actually. Well, this is why he told me, I mean, what we can do. I mean, we have an order, we have to do it. I understand that you did the right thing, and we support you, and we are proud of you because you arrest them. But still, the penalty is coming from the high office. We have to do it. So just go in the morning, you know, drink some coffee, tea with your friends, and go home. Yeah. You can send me a link in Patreon if you want. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? Okay, who is, you know, who? No, we said we would take calls even from Christians. Even Christians don't want to call us. Should I go and do some work, like, at, you know, instead of sitting here? Guys, if you bring me Muslim to debate me, we are going to buy you a ticket to go and watch and draw Tati in jail, in the museum. Okay? You know, it's sad how you have a human being, he acts stupid and he becomes so greedy. Like, look how much money he have, still he go louder and louder and louder. A person like this who made his money illegal, he should, if he is little smart, he should be low profile, which means you don't seek publicity, because the more you seek publicity, the more you will be open to many things. And the more you speak about your cars and how much money, and you show people how much cash you have in the bag, so you put $1 million in the bag and you put it next to you, you know, that's a stupid sign anyway. But that all will lead to something, an unhappy ending. Either a thief will kill you. You know, imagine, I show people now, I have in my house now $3 million. A bag full of dollars. Somebody is a criminal. He come with his friends, break into your door, you know, and when you are asleep, and they shoot you and they take the money. This is a sign of stupidity, you know. To show people what you own, how much cash you have. Why you do that? But when you are stupid, you are stupid. For him, the money is the reason for people to call him, to speak to him. Girls like him because of the money he is showing. You know, they like the money. They date him because of the money. Not because they like him as a person. Obviously, he's an idiot. Let's see, we have Abdul maybe. A possible Abdul. Yeah. When you show a lot of money, the money will not help you. Hello? This is Fakir, maybe. Hello? Huh? Hello? Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead. Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I'm a Muslim. What's the problem?
There's no problem. The Muslims are having problems with the religion, not me.
Not really, because you use sources that are not legit, and you want to
like what? I'm showing
gaslight
Al-Bukhari. I'm showing Al-Bukhari. Is Al-Bukhari not legit?
He's not. I mean, he came so many years after the Prophet, so he cannot be legit.
Oh, so the Bukhari is not legit. So what is a book is legit for you as a Muslim?
The Quran, the Holy Quran.
Okay,
Sure.
Al-Bukhari wrote the book 300 years after Muhammad. The Quran, you don't have even 800 years after Muhammad. Where is the
No,
Quran?
the Quran came
No, you don't.
way earlier than that.
Huh?
I mean, a long time ago, maybe
What long
50
time
years
ago?
after
No,
the Prophet.
what is the oldest Quran you have?
Mm-hmm.
What is the oldest? Al-Bukhari is older than the Quran you have.
No, that's not true.
No, okay, prove me wrong. Okay, give me the date of the oldest Quran.
Okay, that's not the problem. Let's get to the problem.
No, you are the one who mentioned this. Why you want to change topic now? You know, we are adults, we are not kids. I'm speaking to you nicely with respect. You are the one who said, well, we don't accept Al-Bukhari because Al-Bukhari came long after Muhammad. But Al-Quran, the one you are reciting now, you have many Quran, by the way. And let us
There's
say,
only one Quran.
which one you
There's
recite?
only one Quran.
Which one?
The only one that
No,
exists.
no. Even your prophet, he says he received 7 Quran.
But this is Al-Bukhari who said this, no?
Okay, but okay, is it true that the people of Morocco they have different Quran from people of Saudi Arabia?
That's not true.
Okay, have you ever heard of Quran Warsh?
No, it's not true. This is a made up, I don't know, something made up by, I don't know, enemies of Islam.
The whole country recite the Quran of Warsh, and you are telling me made by the enemy of Islam?
Show me.
Just search right now in Google. Don't tell me show me. You know, Quran Warsh. Just type in Google Quran Warsh.
This is a different. It's a different accent. That's it.
Different accent?
Of course, because Arabic speakers have many accents.
It turned to be Allah. He speaks in many accents. But isn't it
No,
your
I mean
prophet? Did your prophet receive one accent Quran, or Allah he gave him many accent?
No, what I mean is like people in North Africa don't say things like people in Saudi Arabia, for example.
Okay, let me ask you. I will show you a verse. Let us see if this is just an accent or this is totally different. So I will show you a verse, and you tell me if the verse is accurate or not. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. You speak Arabic?
No.
How you read the Quran?
I mean, of course, I read the Quran, then I have translation, but I don't speak Arabic.
Okay, so how you trust the translation? You said you don't trust somebody came long after Muhammad.
Because this is translated by people who speak Arabic and people with knowledge and people like that.
Okay, all right. I have a verse here in the Quran. It says, "And the sun does not run to its fixed course," and I will put it for you on the screen. Give me a second. All right. Which verse open? Okay, 36. Okay, here we go. I want you to look with me in the screen, please. And tell me, do you agree with this verse? It says, "And the sun runs with no fixed course of term."
I mean, I have...
وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لَا مُسْتَقَرَّ لَهَا. This is the Arabic. I'm giving you in Arabic. And this is the English. "And the sun runs with no fixed course for a term." Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with it.
You agree. Why you agree?
Because it's the real translation.
Okay, but why you agree? I mean, how you know this is true?
Because this is what the God said.
Okay, but this verse here says that the sun runs with no fixed course for it. But in the other Quran, it says the opposite. It says, and the sun run to a fixed course. Here we go. The
Maybe
same,
translations are a little bit.
the
Maybe
same,
translations are different.
the
but
same.
original
No,
Arabic
this is not
is the same.
translation. This is not translation, my friend. This is the Arabic. It's different Arabic. Here we go. والشمس تجري لا لمستقر لها. The other verse says, والشمس تجري لا مستقر لها, which means no, it's not running to a fixed star. So here it says, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term. Remember, this one is totally the opposite of what the one you agreed with. And this is both of them, they are Quran.
But what website is this?
This is Words of Allah website. Words of Allah. Let me show you the link in the top. Words of
No,
Allah.
you have to use Quran.com. Quran.com is trustworthy.
Quran.com?
Yes, please.
Okay, but this is Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Do we have Quran, Tafsir Ibn Kathir in the Quran.com?
I don't know, to be honest.
Open Ibn Kathir. I don't care which website. Open it. I'm not going to look for you. Here we go. I showed you. This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir. And he is quoting that the verse reported in many ways. One, it says the sun runs on. It's a fixed course for a term. And the other one saying, no, it does not have a course. Read it. And this is the one you agreed with, but, you know, this is the one you agreed with. The first one I showed you. And the sun runs with no fixed course for a term. So if this is just an accent, should not it change if they have fixed course or not? But as you see, nothing changed in the accent. What accent? This is writing. This is classic Arabic. So there's no accent, but there's totally the opposite.
Can I say one thing? Okay, and this one you win. But I've heard you saying that the Allah of the Quran is Satan himself. Can you prove me?
Why you are changing topic?
Because I'm not very knowledgeable to do this fixed term and all this, whatever you're talking about.
So if you are not knowledgeable, how you can be knowledgeable about what is right of the Quran? Here we go. It took me a few seconds to show you that you are wrong.
No, because okay, let me tell you. For me, it's like I'm struggling. I mean, I'm Muslim, but I'm struggling to stay with the faith. You know.
Okay. So what the question you said to me? No problem. I will go with you.
You speak about Allah being Satan or deceiving and whatever and so on and so many things that are lies that are not true. So I want you to, of course, the devil. Okay. You and your fans are the same, deceiving other people.
All right. Well, it's very funny. You said to me, you and your friends, but the Quran says, Muhammad, if you have a doubt about what you receive, go to Christian Prince.
What do you mean, Christian Prince?
The Quran says to Muhammad, if you have a doubt about what sent to you, go to Christian Prince and ask him.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but this is...
No, you do not. You do not.
I know what you're talking about.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Okay, tell me what verse I'm talking about.
It's talking that if you have problems to do with religion, you can ask the Christians, but the Christians have a different book now.
But this is 600 years after Jesus. So the Christian after Jesus, 600 years, they have no problem at that time. So what Muhammad will teach them? Nothing.
No, they have corruption. They have corruption in the book.
No, you just said that at that time, the Christian did not change their book. Now they changed their book. But this is Muhammad came 600 years after Jesus.
Yes.
And Allah is saying to him, Allah is saying to him, O Muhammad, if you have a doubt about concerning what is revealed to you, go and ask the people of the Torah and the Injil.
Yes, but I'm saying this happened, the corruption happened in the 600 years.
So when Muhammad came as a prophet, the Bible was true, not corrupted.
No, I mean the corruption happened from the time the Bible was compiled.
So how you ask people who they are liars and corrupting, and you just call me the devil, you said that you're a prophet to ask me?
I mean, you have a point, okay.
Okay, but here you notice something. It says, if you are in doubt, why the prophet is in doubt about what he received? Do you have a doubt about the Quran?
No, but it says if, which means if it ever happens.
Well, if it not happen, that would be stupid, because don't Allah, He knew what is in your heart. So when Allah He says, if you have a doubt,
if you have doubts, If
Okay,
you're in
no
doubt
problem,
concerning that.
no problem. So is this if is real if, or Allah is saying stupid things?
Also, this is a message to all mankind. So this could be Christian Prince. If you
No,
are in
this is for
doubt
Muhammad.
concerning,
No, this is for Muhammad.
no, this is an addition. That's why it's in bracket. Can you not see it's in bracket?
Go and read the interpretation. All of them, they agree this is from Muhammad.
I've never heard this.
You just told me you know this verse.
Yes, I know it, but I'm saying this. Oh, Muhammad, this is an addition. This was added by people who tried to translate it.
Are you against addition in the Quran?
Yes, totally against it, for
All
sure.
right, I want to ask you a very simple question. Who is Israel?
Israel.
He is the kid of Jacob.
Yeah.
Where do you get this information from?
From the Quran.
Where? What verse? It says that Israel is the son of Jacob.
To be honest, I'm not very good at the numbers, but it's somewhere in the Quran, for sure.
Somewhere. Can you take your time and show me the reference? Take your time. Here we go. Search.
Come on, stop playing these games. Get to the point.
I'm not playing. You are the smart. I'm learning from you. You see, you're calling me to get me busted. Israel is the son of Jacob. You said to me in the Quran. So I'm asking you, just please, can you show me?
Okay,
Search.
I'll look for it now.
Okay, go ahead.
Should be number.
Oh, you found the number too. That's wonderful.
393.
393. Sound like music in my ears. 393. Wonderful. So in chapter 3, verse 93, it says that Israel is a son of Jacob.
I mean, not exactly, but something along the lines of that.
Not exactly. What does that mean? I ask you.
Because it says
where you got?
Okay,
where
Jacob
you, I ask you, who is Israel? You said he is son of Jacob.
Okay, you win. Okay. Now can you prove that?
No, I don't want to win. I don't want to win. I'm trying to have a conversation, my friend. I'm not playing football with you. So I'm asking you now. So who is Jacob? Are you sure? Who is Israel? You said he is son of Jacob. Where do you get this information from?
Maybe it's hadith. I don't know.
You just said to me, I don't accept the hadith.
I mean, some of them that are like that have been confirmed. I believe those.
So I showed you Al-Bukhari. You said Al-Bukhari is written long after Muhammad, and it's not confirmed. And now,
but some of them are not confirmed.
And
some
now,
of them are not confirmed.
so some. Okay. This is nice. Some. So okay, can you show me the hadith which is confirmed saying that Israel is son of Jacob?
Okay, let's leave this. I said, please, can you show me where Jesus is God in the Bible?
Why you change topic?
Because for me, I wanted the truth. For me, I cannot defend.
But we have a topic.
Religion.
I mean, why you keep switching from place to place to place? Where are you going? Where are you going exactly? I mean, you are obviously your religion is false religion, because if your God Allah is God, shouldn't He tell us who is this guy Israel? Who is this guy Israel? The Quran suddenly speaking about someone his name Israel. Who is this guy? Where he's coming from? Who is his family? Who is this guy?
Okay, ask the Sheikh.
Ask the Sheikh?
But okay, can you answer one question?
Why? Okay, what about this? You call your Sheikh right now, and I will be happy to have him join us.
I don't have his phone number, and he's probably sleeping right now anyway.
Wake him up. It's emergency. You might leave Islam by the end of the conversation.
No, I mean he has his time, private time with his family. I cannot go call him.
What private time, my friend? You just tell him to $100. He will wake up and he will be happy to hear it. Just tell him I will give you money.
I mean, it's really late. I mean, here European time, it's about 6 o'clock now.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning?
In the morning, yes.
Okay, we will wait half hour from now and you call him. 1 hour.
Can I bring him tomorrow?
You can bring him any time, you know, but we want the solution. We want to know who's Israel. Do you know the phone number of Zakir Naik?
Don't start the Zakir Naik jokes, please.
Why not?
Because it's something not nice.
Why not nice? What's wrong with him?
Because you're making fun of some other person.
I'm not making fun of other person. Is he other person?
We know you. We know you. I mean, it's not really Zakir Naik. You're the one doing everything. It's not funny.
So are you saying that when I speak about Zakir Naik, you laugh? So you are laughing at him. Shame on you. Come on, don't do that, man. Allah is watching.
No, because
you.
the way you do it is fine. I mean, his accent is different, but you should not laugh at him, to be honest.
I'm not laughing. Okay, Zakir Naik, he said, a woman asked him if why a Muslim man he will get a lot of hur. He said to her, بدن ثتر. The ثتر asking question that why a Muslim man will have hur. In fact, the Muslim men will women they will have hur. The Quran said the word hur and it's a plural word with me male and female. So in Allah ثتر you will get a lot of hur. So he told her you will get a lot of men to F you. Great man, great scholar. So
I mean,
you know, listen. You asked me a question. I'm
okay.
trying to go with you. You know, why Jesus is God,
Okay.
correct?
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay.
And Oscar, can you please
where
write
is
the
Jesus
verses
now?
down?
Where is Jesus now?
He's in heaven
Why?
because the God decided to take him up to heaven.
Why?
Because he saved him from getting killed.
Why?
Because that was his plan. I mean, why you ask me why God does something?
Okay, hold on. You see,
am I God? You
can
I answer? Am I God?
I'm asking you what you understand from your religion. I'm not asking your God. Your God does not exist, my friend. So look what happened. You asked me if Jesus is God or not. I asked you, where is he? You said to me, in heaven. I said to you, why he's in heaven? You said to me, hold on. You said to me, God, he saved him. I said, why? Why he saved him?
Because God wants to save him.
Why he want to save him?
Come on, this is God's plan. This
why
is what God
Allah
wants to do.
don't want to save Muhammad and he saved Jesus?
Because this is his purpose. His purpose was to give
I'm
the
going with you.
I'm
going with you. Okay. Allah, let us say he is a director of a movie, and he said, Muhammad, you die now. Jesus, you stay alive to the end of the movie. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. That's mean who is the hero of the movie?
So repeat the question.
As long as you agree that the director of the movie, he said to Muhammad, you die, and Jesus, you continue to the end of the movie. So the question is, who is the hero of the movie?
Of course, Jesus.
Exactly. Not Allah, not Muhammad. The one.
No, but he did this with the help of
okay, no problem. This is your claim. This is your claim, my friend. I can say I'm the one who helped Jesus too. I can say that. You can say that. Dog is cheap. But now we confirmed in your belief that Muhammad is dead. All they are dead. I will die. You will die, and Jesus will stay alive. And what is the answer is? Well, he is the hero of the movie. Okay. The hero of the movie, what he do? He bring victory. Do we agree?
Yes.
Victory against who? The devil.
Yes.
That's it. So who is the one who will save the world from the devil?
Jesus with the help of Allah.
Who is the one? I'll repeat the question. Who is the one who will save the world from the devil?
God.
Jesus. Thank you.
God.
No. God, Jesus, not just God. Does it have a name? The one who will come, my friend, your prophet, he said, the one who will face the Dajjal, and the Dajjal, when he see him, he will dissolve like salt, is Jesus. So all the words now, they cannot make the shaitan dissolve. Nobody can make it happen. Jibreel cannot make it. Nobody can make it. Your prophet cannot make it. There's only one person. His name is Jesus. He is the one who will bring victory over all evil, and that will save the world. So that's why we call him the Savior. And the one who saved us, absolutely, is our God.
Okay, I have one more question. Can you please explain
But are you
John
satisfied
10?
with the first question or not?
A little bit.
Okay. But you know, I always ask myself when a Muslim he says, Allah, he helped Jesus.
What's the problem?
Why Allah did not help Jesus to find a wife?
Because that was his plan. His plan was for things to happen the way they happened.
Ah. Why Allah did not help Mary to have a husband?
I mean, Mary has a husband, Joseph.
No. According to Islam, she is a nun. She is a nun. I mean, this God Allah, he helped Muhammad to find endless number of women to sleep with him. Yet he don't want to help Jesus to find a wife. He don't want to help Mary to find a husband. And in the top of that, Mary, she is a virgin. And then Mary, she gave birth. And then Jesus, the one who was born of a virgin, he's in heaven. And Jesus, who was born of a virgin, he walked in water, he controlled nature, he made the dead alive, he made the blind see. People touch him, they get healed. And he can tell you what you hide in your houses. This is always about Jesus. And then you call me and you ask me why you think Jesus is God. But isn't this what God do?
You're right.
Okay. So do you agree that Jesus is God?
Not quite. Okay, one last one. Can you explain the Trinity in a way to understand? Because I don't understand it.
Okay, if you want to explain the Trinity, but do you understand first what when the Christian they say Trinity, what does that mean?
Yes.
What?
I don't know, something like Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God, like, I don't know,
The
like...
Father. Okay. So how come the Quran think that the Christian worship Mary? Mary, she married from God, and then they have a son. According to the understanding of Islam, the Quran says that the Christian think that God, he have a wife, her name is Mary, and he has a son.
No,
Well,
that's not true. We don't believe that.
well, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Because we believe that it's shirk to say that God has a son.
Yeah, but he is
It's
saying,
not about,
my friend,
it's not about wife.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. The
Okay.
Quran, listen to me carefully. The Quran say that we believe in that. It doesn't say that the Quran teaching you to believe in that. The Quran says that we Christians, the Christians, there's only one Christians in the Quran, only one kind. And they believe that Jesus and Mary are divine, and Mary, obviously, she is the wife of God. Do you agree with that understanding?
That's not true.
Well, the Quran says so. Here we go.
Show me. I've never seen this.
Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah, I have the screen right next to me.
Chapter 5, verse 116. Read it.
On the screen? It's not there. We'll have to look for it.
Chapter 5, verse 116. You can open your side, no problem.
Ah, 116. Okay, it says, and remember is added. When Allah...
Yeah? Read. Oh, we lost him. Internet is weak. It might be my internet, not necessarily his. We are waiting for the Skype to reconnect. Let me call him again. We're trying to call him. Maybe he is the one who lost connection. But my internet for sure is not doing good. Today, you know, it's already Saturday, so you can imagine how many people watch or using the internet heavily. So it says call declined. He declined my call. I don't know why. Maybe he noticed that he is going to leave Islam soon if he continue. All right. Hello?
Sorry, I don't know. I think I have a problem with the internet.
All right, no problem. So as you see, your God saying that the Christians believe that Mary and Jesus and Allah is God. Gods. But none of the Christians believe in that. So your God Allah don't know simple thing about Christianity. Secondly, do the Christian believe that God he married from Mary?
I believe some denominations do.
No, that's not true. No, not even a single one.
Yeah, some of them do, I think.
Not even a single one. Even Jehovah's Witnesses, even the Mormon, even the most stupid ones, they don't even say such a thing. So your God do not know even what we believe. But you know better. So you know better than Allah. Now, Allah is asking Isa, did you tell the people to worship you? Okay, why he's asking him such a question? Look at the answer. The answer, Isa, he said to him, well, Allah, you know what I said. So why he's asking him?
No, I think he's trying to see if Isa can say it from his own mouth.
Oh, so Allah do not know what we say.
No, I mean, for example, sometimes your parents, they call you and they say, did you do this? They know you did it, but they just want you to say it from your own mouth.
Yeah, but did he say it or not?
No.
Where? Did Jesus never say that? Not in the Bible, not in any book. Where Jesus said, my mother is God, worship her. Where he said that she is divine. Where he said that we are three gods, one of us is Mary. And as long as you agreed that the Christian believe that God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, is it true that the Quran say that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah?
To be honest, I know what you're talking about and I'm really stuck. I don't know.
Just think about it. If the Christian, they say, as we see in chapter 5, verse number 17, the Quran mentioned, don't say Trinity. It mentioned the word Trinity. So if the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, so who is the second person? Who is the third person? We are short one person now. Because the Trinity should be, according to the Quran, the previous verse I showed you, Allah, Isa, and Mary. Okay. Now in this verse, the Quran claims that the Christians say that the Messiah, he is Allah. Okay. If the Messiah is Allah, then who is the second person in the Trinity and who is the third? So if we say the second person, as the other verse saying, is Mary, then we are missing one person. Who is the third?
No, because you believe that Jesus and the Father, so two, and the Holy Spirit.
We don't believe that. We don't believe that Jesus is the Father, and we don't believe that the Father is Jesus.
No, but I'm saying that Jesus is one, the Father two, and the Holy Spirit three.
Yeah, but here it says that the Christian, they say that the Messiah is Allah. So now the Messiah and Allah is one person. Okay, who is the second person? Give me the name.
Oh, shit. You got me busted.
So as you see, this is a stupid book, made by somebody silly. This is not even a kid talking. You do not know what Christians believe. You don't know what Christianity. You're just angry from the Christians because you don't want to believe in him. Are you thinking to leave Islam now?
I need time. I need time.
You need time for what? To leave?
I need to look for myself.
Well, no. You see, if you ask me, if I am you, I will stay a Muslim. I mean, the virgins, yeah, you will wear gold. It's a bracelet. Don't you like a bracelet into heaven? Allah will give you a bracelet. Not only that, you know, not to mention, like after what happened in the pandemic, people, they were fighting in the stores of, pillows, even toilet papers. The Quran promised you pillows. So, I don't know. If I am you, understanding what's happening in this world, I will never exchange the pillow of Allah with anything. You know, pillow. I mean, all of us, we like pillows, you know. Don't you like pillow? Be honest with
me. Yeah.
Okay, see, here we go. I got you busted. So now, as long as you have a God who can give you a pillow, obviously this must be the true God. Not every God can do that. You know? I mean, when I saw, I remember I don't know, maybe I was 9 years old, something like that. I saw the verse in the Quran speaking about pillows. And, in the same day, my mom, she was upset from me because I took the pillow outside in the yard and I sat in the top of it in the dirt, and she make like a story about it. And then, you know what? When I found that the Quran will provide me with pillows, since then I decide not to listen to my mom no more. And I told her, I do not need your pillows. For Allah, He will give me a better pillows and cushions. What do you think about a God? He promised you pillows and carpet. You know, what is that? And cups.
Okay, are you coming online tomorrow as well?
I don't know. You see, depend in the pillow market. If the pillow are, I don't know. Let me see. Let me ask Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik, should I come tomorrow? Christian Prince. First of all, you are a big fat liar. The Quran did not say pillow. First of all, the word pillow is an English word. In the Quran, it said namarik, and namarik is not pillow. It is the pillow in Arabic, which is different, because Arabic namarik mean hard pillow. The one you buy from the supermarket is very soft, and we Muslims don't like soft pillow, because how you can write the pillow? Simply, thank you very much. Get you busted. A God, is he promising me pillow? What else does God he want to give me? I mean, this is the most silly, stupid book ever. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just said, yeah, you agreed. You're out of Islam, my friend. You just love the Quran.
Man, it's really hard because it's something you grow up with. And
my friend, you grow up or what? I mean, still, you have at least, you see, listen, you are saying it's like in the morning for you in Europe. So, by the way, those pillows cannot be found anywhere. I mean, this guy, Muhammad, he is speaking to the Bedouin. Those Bedouin, they are poor, they sleep in the floor. And now he is promising them the ultimate promise. Pillows, cushions, cups. They don't have cups. What cups? They have like things made from mud to drink from it. Now they will have cups, you know? And then you will have a carpet, brother. Listen, I know you want to go because the pillow make you, feel like lonely now. Don't you like to have a carpet? And those carpets, by the way, they have a long feather, not only carpet. I mean, the best of the carpets. And Allah wanted to prove to us that He is God. Look what He said. Don't they see how the camel is made? What the heck is that? What about the chicken? What about the lizard? What about the goat? What a big deal? I mean, all of them for sure. I mean, don't they see how the camel is made? Why we need to look at the camel? Look at us. And what is the connection between the carpet, giving me carpet, and giving me a pillow, and then we jump to speak about the camel, how he's made, and then how the sky is raised? Is the sky is raised? Since when? The sky is raised. Where was the sky was in the floor? We are inside the sky. We are just little tiny dust in the space. What sky is raised? There's a sky underneath of us, and there's a sky in the top of us. And we are in the sky.
I have another question as well.
No, hold on. And look. And the Quran says, وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِّحَتْ. You know what سُطِّحَتْ mean?
No.
He made it flat, brother. The verse here, you can open interpretation. And the earth, he made it flat. Chapter 88, verse number 20.
No shit.
However, there's a video of Zakir Naik. He can explain it to you. Christian Prince. First of all, Allah is not talking about the earth is flat. Allah is talking, if you look around you, you will see the earth is flat. Simply because you have a flat eye. As an example, if you go to the flat within England, what they say the apartment, they call it flat. But they are talking about the apartment. So when they say flat in the apartment, it's not a flat earth. It's a flat with apartment. So you can go to 6th floor and still it's called flat. So most likely, Allah is not talking about the earth. He's talking about flat in England with an apartment. I got you busted. It's a flat. In English, you go to England, they say flat. It's an apartment, brother. It's not the earth. He's not talking about the earth. Even though the verse says he made the earth flat, it's okay, but he don't mean the earth. He mean apartment in England is flat.
Okay. To be honest, I think I leave, but I have one more question for you.
Okay.
I mean, if Jesus is God, I mean, how is it possible that he died on the cross?
Well, you know, such a question is very easy to answer. If I say to you, shoot at me, and I will come back to you again. So what death mean? Nothing. So when Jesus, you know, when Jesus, he said, you can destroy this temple and I will rebuild it in 3 days. And the 3 days is a symbolic of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. There's a reason for 3 days. Otherwise, what 1 day, 2 days will do? So Jesus, when he went to death, they killed the flesh. Nobody can kill God. God is always alive. And Jesus, before he was born, he was exist. He said, before Abraham, I am. So let us go connect the two together. Jesus, before the flesh was exist in this earth, after his birth from Mary, he was exist, and Abraham, he saw him and he saw his day. So before he came to this earth, that flesh is not exist. Still Jesus was exist. So when they killed the flesh, but nobody can kill God. So the flesh died, the flesh was buried in the tomb, but God is a living God. And that's why it's called resurrection. Even you as a human, when you die, you face in the day of judgment resurrection. So, but for you in your case, your flesh come to existence after your birth. Before that, you are not exist. In the case of Jesus, he was the Word of God who came even to Abraham, and Abraham rejoiced for that day. And then when the birth happened, he just got a flesh of himself to appear between us. So the Bible says, so he humbled himself in the image of a man. God humbled himself. He took the flesh of a man and he dwelled between us. So we can see him, we can touch him, we can live with him. People, they ask always for God. Where is God? Show me God. Well, God came to you. And this God, he have a flesh of a man, but he can do what no man can do. He can make the blind see. He can heal the leper. He don't give them medicine. He don't say go and take 3 pills a day. He don't do x-ray. That is Jesus, my friend. You ask how Jesus, how God can do anything he wants. This is number one. If God cannot, then God cannot be God.
I understand. Okay.
So
I think I'll call you next time. But
why
I
you
have
don't
one
tell me
request.
now? I mean, okay. You see, I'm being patient with you, waiting for you to give me a reason why you don't want to denounce Islam. Say Islam is false.
Islam is false, but I have a problem right now. It's like,
So you agree Islam is false.
yes, false.
Okay, wonderful. So what do you think now about Jesus?
I think I need time to think, to be honest, because it's like leaving. It's like it's more. It's like a reaction on every kind. It's like emotional, physical reaction. You know, it's like I need time to breathe and.
But what do you feel about Jesus? I'm not asking you to accept Jesus as your savior. It's up to you. I mean, for sure, I will ask you to accept, because my duty is, as a believer, to save more soul and bring them to Christ. I'm trying to save you, not to hurt you. So if you feel like you want to be saved, you are welcome. But I'm saying now, what do you think? How you think about Jesus? From your thought, what we said, what you heard, what you conclude. You are a smart person. What do you think of Christ?
No, I mean every good thing possible, because I mean I have lots of Christian friends from the time I was a kid, so I know he performed miracles. He did so many good things. Of course, I know all these.
Yeah,
But
but
I think it's
what do you think of him? Besides he do miracles, him as a person.
I mean, good person, of course.
Okay, you see, when you call me and you mention right away, you jumped into the question. You said, why you think he's God, right?
Yes.
But isn't God is good? There's only
Of course, God is good.
no. I mean, there's nobody else except God is good. I'm not good. You are not good. Anyone who commits sin is not good. Good, like when you say there's gold and there's pure gold. Pure gold.
Can I say something? Can I say something before I forget? It's very important. I'll say that to maybe in your next live, in your next stream, okay, have a Arabic speaker friend, okay.
Okay.
I would love to show him, but as Arabs, they really take, when you speak bad about Muhammad, they really take it hard. So please, if I bring him, please can you not speak about how bad Muhammad is?
No, I will speak as Zakir Naik. I will praise Muhammad. Don't worry.
Please, because Arabs, they have
I don't
some
care,
reactions.
my friend. Listen, I'm an Arab too. Number one. Number two, I don't compromise. I say it as it is. He's welcome to listen. He can speak as he wants. He don't have to respect
I know.
me. Yeah. So I don't compromise. I will be nice. No problem. Wasn't I nice with you?
No, of course you're nice with me.
Okay.
Because
If he speak nice, I will be nice. I'll always, if a Muslim is nice, I'm nice.
Yeah.
If he's not, then I will go back to my Arabian roots, get my camel, and shout like he shout. So if he's a nice person, tell him, speak nice, he will be nice to you. That's all. We want to have a conversation, not a fight.
Okay. And I think go to more the Quran, more than anything, because I mean, we're taught to like dodge all these hadiths and everything.
Well,
so
bring
if we
him,
go to the
bring
hadiths,
him, and let us see what he have, and then we can see. We don't know. We will see. We'll talk to him. I will listen to him, the same as listen to you, and we go from there.
Okay.
But now you decide to leave Islam, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I'm happy for you, my friend. But now, I don't know. I mean, the pillow I order from the Quran, I will send it to whom? I mean, seriously, you see, I opened this chapter, we made an order, we send I have the code, it's going to be shipped free, shipping and handling, in heaven, and to your address in heaven. So now Allah will send the pillow to your address in the bedroom in heaven, and you are not there. So I don't know. I will give you 24 hours to think about it, because at least go and get the pillow. Get the pillow. I'll leave Islam after the pillow. You take it. Come on. Don't do that. Those pillows cannot be found anywhere. I'm telling you, eBay, Amazon, all this. No way. I mean, this is and the carpet, man. You should ask me. I mean, I did a lot of things in her, on this carpet. Once I went in the heaven by mistake. I was going to, GPS, stupid GPS. So I said, GPS, take me to hell. What the heck? I found myself in the heaven of Allah. I asked GPS, like, what's wrong with you? Do you know what you just did? GPS said, you stupid. It's the same address. It just, he played with the names. He changed the sign from time to time. Anyway, so I went to the room. I looked for my room there. And they said, this is not your room. This is a Christian prince, the Muslim. You are not a Muslim. But anyway, I was able to take a peek. And I put my foot over that carpet. And man, oh man, you should see. When I came back, after I put my foot in that carpet, I arrived home and I found like 1,000. They look like gum, but later I discovered they were condoms. Stuck in my foot because a lot of sex there. So my friend, I'm happy for you that you left Islam. Obviously, this is a stupid religion. And as we say always, if a fool like Muhammad fool you, how foolish are you? Good for you. You are out of Islam. Happy for you. And I will be happy to hear you again and bring your Arabian friends. And we hope that soon you will accept Jesus as your Lord and your Savior.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. What is stuck in my foot now? Oh, there's one more gum. And a God who promised us pillows. What the heck is that, man? Pillows? Those Arab, they are lazy. Just give them coffee and tea and lay down. You know them. This is the ultimate life for them, pillows. When the last time you heard of Arab doing hiking? When the last time you heard of Arab doing outdoor activities? If they do outdoor, it's just a barbecue. They bring all the kitchen with them, all the chairs, and they don't move even 10 meters. 10 meters from the car. This is outdoor for the Arab. He knew they are lazy. Honey, didn't you want to sleep with me so we can have babies? Okay, inshallah. This is the only one. Even this one need a lot of invitation for it. Anyway, Musa, Ibrahim, Yakubu. How are you, Mr. Musa? Why are you calling me idiot, Musa? My friend Musa, are you calling me idiot? Why you are hurting my feeling? Brother Musa, why you are hurting my feeling? Don't you know it's not nice for Muslim? Muslims don't hurt the feeling of others. They hurt only their neck, their chest. They use knives, but sharp knives. But they are, they don't hurt the feeling of anyone. And Musa's now is calling me idiot, and I don't like that. And honestly, you just hurt my feeling. I don't know which one, the feeling you hurt, but you hurt one of the feelings. I'm not sure which one. So look what Musa's. Let me clean this screen here. I have tons of screenshot. All right. So our friend here, Musa, he's upset. I don't know why. But maybe because, we order a pillow without Allah permission. So look what Musa, he said. Idiot. If you do that to what your concern. I don't know, your statement, it sounds like a Quran. Need tafsir. No one can understand what you meant, Musa. Should I open Ibn Kathir to understand what you are saying, Musa? موسى الحكيم شخص دميم لئيم فطيم. You will think now I'm saying Quran. Do we have any Muhammadan? He is not upset to call me? Because I'm afraid of the upset one. I mean, English is really funny, by the way, like upset. What about downset? You know? Honestly, you add things like, not like the Quran. The Quran is a powerful language. Look at this. وَنَمَارِقُ مَصْفُوفًا فُوفًا 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 وَأَكْوَابٌ مَوْضُوعًا دُوعًا دُوعًا دُوعًا. By the way, Muslims, if you go to Muslim chat rooms, like in the old days in PalTalk, they used to use an echo software. They love it. They love. You go to Muslim room, we say Assalamu alaikum, 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 wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, wa barakatuh, katuh, tatuh, tatuh, tatuh. Brothers and sisters. Today we are going to teach you. So they gave me the mic, and I took the microphone. And I said to them, Muhammad was a fool. He's an idiot, stupid. And then they took the microphone from me, and they said to me, you stupid, how you can do that without the software? I said, I use my mouth skills. They love it. Yeah, you guys, if you used to join me in the time of PalTalk, you will die laughing. I mean, I used to make hilarious stuff with them. They die and they didn't know what to do. You will see they are boiling. And actually, once the admins in PalTalk, the companies, like higher admins, they have a special meeting with me. I was in the chat room, and then suddenly they took me from this chat room to different chat room, private. And then I found 4 nicknames in the chat room wearing red hats. I never saw red hat. They look like a cardinal from the Vatican. And the woman, she is their boss, she said to me, you are not debating the Muslims, you are flaming them. I said, if they don't have gas, the fire will not work. She said, see, you are flaming me now. He said, we decide to make a decision to ban you. I said, okay, ban me. She said, you don't even care. Okay, you are banned. So they ban me, they ban me. And then they start receiving thousands of emails and complain, and even people threat to make a case against the company. And then they sent me an email. They said, after discussing your situation, we came to a conclusion that under the freedom of speech, you have the right to speak, but please maintain the guideline of our program, and you are welcome again to PalTalk. So they banned me for a day or two. I forgot, Oh. Oh boy. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? And once the admin, a female admin, she took me to a private room. She said, listen, they asked me to give you a warning. I have an advice for you. Why you don't open a chat room for singing? You have a very nice voice. And I will be the first one to join it. I will bring you a lot of people. You don't believe it, how much you'd like to listen to you. So open a music room. You sing, a lot of people will come. They will love you. Nobody complain. I said, trust me. What I'm doing in that room, I'm singing too, but in my way. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Shim, mim, dal, fim, kim, kim, jong, sim, chong, sim, son, ching. Yeah. Sing like the birds. I don't sing like the birds. The birds speak like me. What's wrong with you? See? The birds, they learn my language. I am Solomon in the Quran. Remember, I speak all languages. 70 million language, brother. This is the this is what Al-Hassan Al-Hussein he learned. Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy. Sing in Arab language? I don't know how to sing in Arabic language. Last time I did, I went to jail, man. What are you talking about? That's dangerous activities, you know. Especially for those who live in Indonesia. If I sing in Arabic, they will make a volcano there. Those stars, they will resign. All right, do we have any Muhammadan here? Okay, our friend here, he left Islam. He is saying to me, thank you in the chat. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You know, like somebody saying, I'm like Muhammad, talk to the ants. No, Muhammad don't talk to the ants. This is Sulaiman. Sulaiman talk to the ants. But you know, for me, I wanted some time to talk to the ants. But then I said to myself, I mean, talking to the ants, what that will do? Like, okay, you say to the ant, hello. Assalamu alaikum. What will happen next? We shake hands, where you live, they come to visit you, and that is no. I don't want to see a single ant in my house, please. You know, having some relationship with ants is not a good idea. You speak to them, they speak to you, where you live, what's your address, what time you are at home, what time you are not at home, and then the ants bingo in your kitchen. And then they take your sugar, you know, you never know what they will take, you know. Unless you have your mother-in-law, you know, she is living in your home. You can paint her with sugar or honey, and the ant will do the rest. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan? Look like we are out of them. Nobody. Okay, well, it's getting late here. It's already 12:37. And you know, you are near the goal, shoot it? Oh, okay. What goal? We are talking about the couches and the pillows, and you are talking about goal? My friend, this is Quran, not the book of Macy's. What's wrong with people? High garden, hashish. Allah, He promised us high garden. Right? A lot of hashish. All right, guys. I will try to come tomorrow. Tomorrow is the new year, but I will not come in the new year time. But I know like people who they are in Indonesia already, today actually. I mean tomorrow, I mean today. What is today? Today is Saturday already, right? Yeah. So if I will come again, I know my voice is really tired from talking too much. My voice needs a break. Not to break my voice. Okay. So, still we have time. We have time for the new year. Right? We have time. I will try to come tomorrow. If not, in the day, in the new year day, night, evening. I don't know, daytime, we will see. Because whatever time I come is going to be night for somebody. All right? Yeah. All right, guys. I think we have enough for today. And I hope we have a good time and we learned something. And we are glad that we spoke to this person. There's somebody trying to contact me. Okay, too late. We sat here for last hours and we say we want to call me, and now, okay, hold on. We have one, but I want to go actually. It's getting late for me. You know, my voice is tired. Since I mentioned the pillow, I feel sleepy. So to be honest with you, you know, like look at those pillows, cushion. Man, I like cushion. You know, if one day I marry a woman, the first thing she have to mention in her resume that she have a cushion. You know what I mean? Big cushion. Allahu Akbar. Okay? We like cushion. So if she have cushion, she got a deal. She have no cushion, sorry. Okay? Like even now, Andrew Tate, he need a cushion in the jail. See how the cushion is very useful? Put yourself in his shoes. He's sleeping now in jail, and this Romanian jail is not. You go to jail, you bring the cushion with you. You know, like one solution, very easy. You know, cushion, peace be upon her. All right, and you know everybody have to protect his cushion. To be honest with you, I mean everybody take care of your cushion. It doesn't matter which country you are coming from. I tell you, you have to be watch out for your cushion. Male, female, I don't care. Cushion should be taken care of because it's very important. If Allah himself is mentioning cushions, so what do you think? Do you think it's happening for nothing? Don't go until a new year in Indonesia. When a new year in Indonesia? What guys, am I getting the details wrong? I mean, when a new year in Indonesia will be? Okay, hold on. Let me ask the Mr. Prophet Google. How many hours left for New Year in Indonesia? It says to me, Indonesian, they celebrate New Year in 2023. 12 hours to go? You guys, you want me to stay here until 12 hours to go? Are you crazy? And why you want to stay with me? I mean, go sit with your family, sit on the cushion. Like, okay, who in here from Indonesia he have cushion? Who is here from Indonesia he have cushion? If you have cushion, you know, that's it. I mean, life is good. Happy cushion year. You know, I wish you a cushion for everybody. And you know, like life, my friend, life give us a lot of surprises. So let us hope that the coming life you will get a lot of cushions, you know, and they are set in rows, brother. Just listen. It's not just cushions. They are set in. Look, did you see what it says? They are set in rows, not just one cushion, man. A lot of cushions. May Allah cushion you. Okay. Like imagine you are coming back from vacation in the heaven of Allah. They open the door of the airplane, and then like 1,000 cushion come from the door before you. The airplane is full of cushion, like rows of cushion. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh boy. Yeah, so 12 hours left for you for a new year. Are you happy, guys? Who's happy for New Year is coming? Let us see what's going on here in the mind of people. Who is happy that a new year is coming? Anyone is happy? Nobody is happy. New year. I don't know. I have a feeling that ladies are not happy. They are getting older. La 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 la. Hello. New year. It's not what you are looking for. Right, right. Left. Yeah. You know, like a new year. You know, time is an illusion. It is an illusion. When we count time actually, we are just counting nothing, because there is nothing is called really time. It's not even exist. You are very happy, Ida? Oh, Ida is very happy. She must be 16. That's why she is happy. She will be 17, and then after that, she will never grow. Like my mom. My mom, she was 16. My mom, she cursed her at the age of 16. She was going 17. She said, may God don't make you grow. And then since then, she is 16. And I'm 18. You know? Wait until you submit your income tax. Well, don't worry about it. I mean, you have to submit it anyway. So, I mean, don't think about it. Don't worry about it. This is something you have to do anyway. You see, when there is things which you don't like to do every year, which is a tax, don't think about it much, because it's not a choice. So don't really think about it much. It's just something you have to do. It's like going to the bathroom. You are going to marry CP? Okay, do you have cushions? I mean, how many times we repeated the qualification? No cushion, no deal. Yeah, you know, for me, actually, I don't really care for those things. This is why you see me in Christmas, I spend my time with you. The New Year, for me, you know, the year is what I accomplish, not what time is. So how many people they become Christians? How many Christians days? Because days mean nothing, you know. Yeah, today is the same as tomorrow. Tomorrow is the same as after. Nothing really will happen. Nothing will change. My internet very slow. Well, I think it is the whole USA. Yeah, I think because of the cold, maybe. I think when it's really cold, freezing, it's a slow the internet. Are you going to be a monk? You know, I believe that there is way better things to do than being a monk, because you know, monk, he cannot, when you dress a uniform, you have to speak in a certain way, and you have to be a certain person. You cannot, you know, because then you will be judged by the uniform. For me, I'm now free. I'm not a monk. I'm not a priest. I speak as I wish, and I'm very successful, thank God, you know. So why I want to make myself a monk or anything? Monk is not about being wearing certain clothes. Do what is right. Anyway, I apologize. I wish really I can stay longer. And for those who are in Indonesia, they say they will have a new year in 12 hours. I'm not sure if I can be here in 12 hours. So in case not, I wish you, all of you, getting one more year old in 12 hours from now. And that will make you so happy and so proud of yourself. All right? And then when you get older, contact me, because I have a cream will make you younger. Alex Peter saying, this is the first time I hear you. May God bless you, my friend. Thank you very much, Alex. God bless you too. And this is the first time I don't hear you. Yeah, honestly, if you want a cream, I have all the cream. I have cream by Allah. Allah cream. Muhammad cream. You know, Joe Biden cream. Nancy Pelosi cream. I can make you look like Nancy Pelosi. I mean, you will be the best. So I have all the creams you want. Ice creams. You know, we have everything you want, you know. As you know, I'm an Arab. I can just call Allah. Bingo. You know, he will send me anything. Like he have the free market under his control, brother. Cushions, pillows, bed, mattresses, sofas, You know, what do you want? I mean, Pepsi, 7, you know. Actually, I in the last New Year, I remember, you remind me, I was in Afghanistan. And then, you know, I look around me and Taliban, they were like walking 7 steps and they jump. And I could not know why. I mean, what happened? It turned to be that when the American, they left a lot of 7-Up behind. And those Taliban, they were drinking 7-Up like crazy. And they wake 7 steps and they jump. So if you want 7-Up, you want, you know, whatever you want Android Tate up, I can send you a drink. When Android Tate was up and when he is down. Choose the one to drink. What a stupid end for a stupid person. You know, you get what you ask for, my friend. You get what you ask for. That Tate, what his name? Tate, that I read that tattoo. I think his name is Tattoo. I don't know. I mean, excuse my English, and let me read it in French. Andrew Tattoo. You know, I love it when you go to France. French people, like they, you know, you would think they will kiss you when they speak. Le monsieur, oh, you know, like I want to say what he's talking to me, what's happening, you know. Yeah, so like French, this is why they have like a shape around their mouth because of the language. It is tatter, toot. Don't make fun of the guy. You want to go to jail too? Bear? Oh, hold on. Her name is Tappy Bear. Okay, guys, I bought a grill. You know, I have a problem with making barbecue and a steak. And always there is something wrong with it. You have to stand in the barbecue. Take not too much time. I don't have time. So I bought a grill. Let me look for it. Who wanna, you know, let me do a free advertising for this company. And this should remind me with the name, because the grill name company Bear. Fantastic, man. The chicken come really good. I search for Bear Grill. It show me in YouTube Bear Girl. What the heck? Okay, hold on. It's really fantastic. I mean, finally, I ate a chicken, which is really so good. And actually, you can buy it from Amazon or from Walmart. Let me give you the link of Walmart, because in Walmart it's cheaper. Oh, in Walmart get more expensive now. It was $41 when I bought it. Now it's $42. Inflation. This is the link. Actually, hold on. Yeah, let me give you the link in Walmart. It's really fantastic. Even if you forget the chicken doesn't burn. I really love it. Steak, chicken, you know. Yeah, take a look. And you can search actually the same name, the name of the product. You can search it in YouTube. There's videos about it. The only bad thing about it, it's a little bit hard to clean it. You have to take the whole thing, you know. But, you know, for me, I put it next to the sink and just, you know, open the water in it and wash it. It's non-stick, very good, you know. And you can open it, as you see, you can make it flat, which means you can cook in two sides. And you can use both of them closed too. It's up to you how you use it. Very, very good. I like it. Yeah, very lovely. And the steak comes so good. Doesn't go dry, it stays juicy, you know. So very, very good. This is why I'm saying if you want to buy it. Yeah, $41. Not expensive. And it's 1,500 watt, which usually you don't find in YouTube, in Amazon. Yeah. So if you have it in your country, here we go. Let me call the company and tell them I did for you a free advertising. You should give me a free, pay me back the one I paid for. Yeah, actually it have control too for the heat. If you see here in the front, there's a here we go. If you see here, you can control the heat. You know, the nice thing about it, it doesn't dry the meat. It make it perfect, like 8 minutes, 9 minutes. The chicken will be really good, ready, and really very tasty. You know, always when Walmart is cheaper. Oh, I lost connection. All right. Do you hear me, guys? Yeah, the Arab take them 1 hour to say goodbye. No, but you know, because I saw her name, I remember this this product which she mentioned, which is really good. You can search for the name in YouTube. Let me find the product in YouTube. Hold on. It's really lovely. You know, I wish you good things, all of you, right? You know me, you know the thing. And this is why we want you to have a good thing. That's the whole story. Okay. If you search in YouTube, all right, here we go. You see, I just searched for it in YouTube. You will find many videos about it. And if you are a person who live in America and you can buy it, I think this will be a good gift for your food. Especially if you are single, you don't have too much food to cook. That will be good. All right. Well, I want to say yeah, Happy New Year for all of you. Thank you for being here. I will try to be here tomorrow. Do you give lecture? Are you a professor? I do seminars, and the word professor, it's a title, but I'm not a person who teach in school, no. And I don't care for titles. I keep losing internet, you know. Yeah. For some reason, the internet is not doing good. I guess because people are on vacation and the new year is coming. Yeah. So actually, there is a person, he asked me if I like to do a seminar in Romania. And I said maybe, but usually I'm not really interested as before in seminars, because here we go. I mean, we are in the internet. You gather 1,000, 2,000 people right away. Seminar, they need to prepare. They need to, you know, find a place. You need to travel. It costs and money and hotel, you know. Here in the internet, it's fast, easy. Do you teach Arabic class? You can go to Arab for Christ, my other channel. It's for free. I have full series of teaching Arabic for free. Just go and watch. And if you are willing to learn, you will learn. Search for Arab, number 4, Arab for Christ. You will find my channel. All right. I do my best to help people in every way, every mean. Most of people really don't care for what we do. For me, this is not a joke. For me, this is a serious thing. Like, you know, isn't it beautiful today? We have this guy who called us and he left Islam. Beautiful, right? But isn't it going to be more beautiful if he called me soon and he accepted Jesus? Very beautiful. So you spend a lot of time, yes, but in the same time, you are teaching Christians how to speak to Muslims, arm them with knowledge and reference. In the same time, saving Muslims from the evil of Islam. So what we do is a win-win in every way, but for me it's a lose, because I stay here for many hours. I cannot go to the bathroom. Nobody will bring me a tea. Nobody will make me a coffee. And I stay for many, many hours, which is not really healthy. And then when you try to stand up, you will find that your knee is hurting you badly, and your back is hurting you, and your voice is gone. And, you know, I mean, I don't know, to mention the rest, and your eyes. And so it's not a healthy thing. But, you know, somebody have to do it. Somebody have to do it. What we can do. I wish one day that I will not need to come here anymore, and somebody else would do a better job than me, and he would take my place. All right? And I need to write my books. I mean, I'm short in writing, you know, but how I will have time? I mean, I stay here. When you stay here those hours, that's it. You cannot go and write anything. You cannot even look at the computer. Just you turn the computer off. You don't want to look at the screen. And, you know, because what we do is not something comfortable. It's not like, you know, you're chatting, just chat, you know, like many, you know, just nothing, talking about nothing. It is argument, it's the debate, it's shouting, it's fighting. You read the chat. If you don't answer people, they get upset. I mean, it's a lot of, and people ask you for reference, and you need to find a reference, to search for it, and then make a translation, and then shorten the link. I mean, it's a lot of work, but still people think that's this is something easy, and what a big deal, you are doing nothing. But it's okay. For me, my reward is from my Lord, not from you. I don't care what people think. You know, I do what I think it's good to do, and the rest is, you know, I leave it for the people. So I want to say Happy New Year, people of Indonesia. Happy New Year. Remember, this year is not about parties. Don't go and to be stupid. Don't go and get drunk. That is not what Christianity teach you. Don't go and do fornication. Don't go and be a stupid idiot. Don't do what you will regret. As simple as that. All those things will lead you into regret. Be smart. As you see, people, they can get famous, they can get rich. He have $300 million, and now he is in jail. So don't worship the dollar. Seek money for the purpose of making living, to live. So you will not be begging people to help you. Work so you can support your family and yourself. And when you work, do the best you can, so you can be a decent person who got paid for a work he deserve. And when you go and want to have fun, the fun is not about having a party, because most of those who go to parties, they are lonely human beings. They are trying just to hear noise. I don't know if my voice is coming to you. Those who go to parties, they are just trying to have a loud noise so they don't hear reality. They try to avoid reality by loud noise. Same when you smoke marijuana, drugs. Same when you drink. You are trying to go out of conscious so you don't remember, you don't see. This is not a smart behavior, because by doing that, you are not fighting reality, you are making it worse and more ugly. Loud voices, loud music will not make you change reality. Music is good, but not the devil music. Not evil one. Be happy, but happy is in a party. You can be between 1,000 people, still you are lonely. You can go to a nightclub, but you will feel that you don't belong there. So my friend, do what is right. All of you mature, smart, and the one of us who do the right thing is the one who will not regret. And I don't regret meeting you. I hope you don't regret meeting me too. Happy New Year with the Lord, our Savior, Christ, Yeshua. He is in heaven, And this year is celebration for him, not for the drunken, not for the junkie. This is his day. So don't make it a junkie day. And don't be junkie. God bless you and see you soon. Take care.